Morihiro Saito was born on April 9, 1941, in the small town of Iwama, Japan, a place that would later become central to his life and martial arts career. From a young age, Saito showed an interest in martial arts, a pursuit that was somewhat typical for Japanese boys of his generation. However, his journey into martial arts took a pivotal turn when he first encountered Aikido. Growing up in post-war Japan, Sato's formative years were shaped by the cultural shifts occurring in the country. Martial arts, particularly traditional arts like judo and kendo, were becoming increasingly important as a means of preserving discipline, physical fitness, and national pride. However, it was the teachings of Morihiro Saito, the founder of Aikido, that truly captured Sato's imagination. At the age of 21, Saito, a young man seeking a path that combined both physical discipline and a deeper spiritual understanding, began studying Aikido in earnest. His early exposure to martial arts included training in judo, but it was under Ushiba's guidance that Saito found his true calling. He became deeply involved in Aikido, moving from the initial stages of curiosity to a profound commitment to mastering the art. What attracted Saito to Aikido was the art's philosophical foundation, which sought to blend with an opponent's movements rather than rely on brute force. The focus on internal energy known as ki and the promotion of harmony within conflict resonated deeply with Saito, and he quickly dedicated himself to Ushiba's teachings. To pursue this path further, Saito moved to the Aikido dojo in Iwama, where Ushiba had established his training center. This move would prove to be a critical turning point in Sato's life, as it marked the beginning of an Sato's dedication to Aikido was unwavering, and it did not take long for him to gain the trust and respect of Morihiro Saito. After joining Ushiba's dojo in Iwama, Saito began training under the founder's direct guidance. Ushiba, recognizing Sato's potential, made him one of his closest students. Saito was known for his strong work ethic, discipline, and precise execution of Aikido techniques. His sharp focus and ability to learn quickly made him stand out among Ushiba's other students, and it was not long before Saito became one of Ushiba's top disciples. During his time in Iwama, Saito was given the responsibility of being the dojo's chief instructor, a role that allowed him to refine his own understanding of Aikido and pass on Ushiba's teachings to others. His deep connection with Ushiba extended beyond physical training. He also became a close confidant, and was entrusted with safeguarding many of Ushiba's philosophical teachings. This trust was significant, as Ushiba did not easily entrust others with his teachings in such a way. As a senior student, Saito gained a reputation for being a fierce practitioner and a patient teacher. He was able to execute Aikido's intricate techniques with great precision, combining physical strength with an intuitive understanding of the art's deeper principles. His ability to harmonize his movements with his partners and to remain centered, calm, and composed during intense practice sessions made him a role model for many aspiring Aikido students. One of the key moments in Sato's career came in 1969, when Ushiba passed away. His death marked the end of an era in the world of Aikido, and many students of Ushiba faced the challenge of continuing to honor his legacy and preserve his teachings. In the wake of Morihiro Saito's achievements as a martial artist are numerous, but perhaps his most significant contribution to Aikido was his role in preserving the teachings of Morihiro Saito and ensuring that they were not lost after Ushiba's passing. As a senior instructor at the Iwama dojo, Saito worked tirelessly to maintain the high standards of training and the spirit of Ushiba's Aikido. He was known for being a strict and demanding teacher, but also one who deeply cared about his students' development. His teaching method was characterized by a focus on the basics, as he believed that mastering fundamental techniques was the key to understanding the deeper principles of Aikido. Saito's teaching style emphasized the importance of technical precision and ki development. He believed that Aikido was not just about fighting or defeating opponents but about achieving harmony with one's surroundings. This principle was integral to his teaching, and he worked to ensure that his students understood Aikido as a pathway to inner peace and spiritual growth. In addition to his contributions as a teacher, Saito also made significant contributions as a writer and author. He published a number of books and instructional videos that helped spread the teachings of Aikido to a broader audience. His works were not just about techniques, but also about the deeper philosophical aspects of the art. Saito's approach to Aikido was holistic, incorporating both physical training and the development of mental and spiritual awareness. One of Saito's key contributions to the Aikido community was his role in differentiating the Aikido taught in Iwama from that practiced at other Aikido dojos across Japan and the world. Saito's style, which became known as Iwama Aikido, emphasized a strong connection between the practitioner's movements and the concept of ki. Iwama Aikido also placed a significant emphasis on the development of both empty hand techniques known as Eikiken and Eikijo and weapons techniques using a bokken, jo, and tanto. Saito's focus on weapon training, particularly the Eikiken sword techniques and Eikijo staff techniques, distinguished his style from others and helped establish Iwama as a major center for Aikido practice. Throughout his career, Saito received numerous accolades for his contributions to Aikido, including high-ranking black belts and honorary titles from Aikido organizations. He was awarded the title of 8th Dan by the Aikikai Hombu Dojo, and he was one of the few individuals authorized to teach Aikido as Morihei Shiba had intended it. In the later years of his life, Saito continued to teach and spread Aikido across the world. He was highly sought after for seminars and teaching engagements, and his reputation as a master of Aikido only grew as time passed. However, by the late 1990s, Saito's health began to decline due to age, and he began to reduce his teaching commitments. Despite his health issues, Saito's commitment to Aikido and his students remained unwavering. He continued to teach in Iwama, and his influence on the global Aikido community remained significant. Saito's focus remained on transmitting the teachings of Morihei Shiba, and he worked to ensure that his students continued to uphold the traditions of Aikido even after his passing. Morihiro Saito passed away on May 13, 2002, at the age of 61. His death marked the end of a long and influential career in the world of Aikido, but his legacy lives on in the countless students he taught, the numerous books and videos he created, and the continued practice of Iwama Aikido. His contributions to Aikido were monumental, and his insistence on preserving the core teachings of his teacher, Ushiba, ensured that his approach to the martial art remains an essential part of the Aikido tradition. Morihiro Saito's life was devoted to the practice and dissemination of Aikido. His technical skill, spiritual depth, and unwavering commitment to preserving Ushiba's legacy made him one of the most influential figures in the history of the art. Through his work, Saito ensured that Aikido would continue to thrive for generations to come, offering not only a means of physical self-defense but also a pathway to personal growth, peace, and spiritual fulfillment.